मैं चाहूँगा कि आप हमारे 20,000 को फाउंडर से मिलें।
आपके इरादे ठीक नहीं लग रहे हैं।
एक हाथ से कुछ भी नहीं हो पाता। जब से ये लगा है बहुत कुछ कर लेते हैं।
तो जैसे ये बॉटल के करीब आता है हाथ अपने आप ये ग्रिप ले लेता है।
मेरी उम्र सिर्फ 77 साल है।
77 साल के यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर आइडियाबाज के मंच पे सबसे पहले।
आइडियाबाज हर शनिवार और रविवार शाम 6:30 और रात 11 बजे ZTV और Z5 पर।
I think I'm sure at that time Kyunki was super successful, but nobody thought Kyunki 2 will come back and become equally successful. Tell us a bit more, about the new season and what has remained the same maybe and what has really changed.
I think I try to put in what I would say is a new twist to a very integral primary story and character. So we decided this time that, very first episode, I still remember, I was in New York with my son and I was like, I'm standing here, I've evolved, why is Tulsi going to be, of course she will go, she'll do her protein shakes now instead of just making chai in the kitchen. But she will be stuck to what she calls her domain. There's no problem in that. There has to be some evolution to the character. So I called up my writer and I remember telling him, I said, I want Tulsi to weigh herself. They're like, what? I said, yeah, her insecurities are as much a part of the show as her wins, as her domain. I said, make her stand on a scale and get shocked at the weight and say, this scale is not working. I do that very often. And that's how we decided that this is how we're going to deal with this character. Her blouses won't fit her. Her daughter will troll her, thinking it's concern without realizing. We do it so often with our mothers. We say, oh, it's not looking nice on you, please go and change. Without realizing you're somewhere feeding that insecurity of the other person. And niceties in families usually are the least important thing. And we cross boundaries so often. So I was like, just make this a part of this new, and it was lapped up. So it worked. Thank God. Thank God.
Amazing. We talked a lot about the broadcast universe, and TV soaps, of course, have been very focused on female audiences. But when the digital shift started, in the digital world, first with internet penetration and then many other metrics were actually more favoring male watch time. But I'm hopeful that now we see a big rise in connected TVs and they're already touching nearly 100 million households. How do you think, this will change storytelling, from the Kyunki era to the female audiences or even broader family audiences on the connected TV screens, because this is some of the, prime audiences in our urban clusters?
I personally believe as unfair we've been to the men on television, that unfair men have been to women on the digital medium. So we haven't really catered to female-centric audiences, female audiences on digital like we didn't cater to men on television. This is because of the basic divide between subscription-led programming and advertising-led programming. Advertising is more favorable to women, subscription is more favorable to men. But with connected TV, finally digital will find a space for lovely urban mass, beautiful stories for women. And they will start discussing women in different spheres of society, working women, midlife crisis, stories that have not found a voice till now, urban soft romances, very, we call them now the Korean dramas, but I call them the dramas that were Indian 10 years ago. Finally, we will have those kind of shows, movies, or out there in the market, because connected TV is going to bring advertiser-led programming for the urban mass woman again.